Hello and welcome to the War Scholar Book Chat on the Full Contact Nerd channel on Twitch. Um, February 7th, 2021, we will be talking about the military history and general history books published today, but since we only have one in each category, we will also look at a few published in the last few days in February. And these are hardcover books that are released. Since there are so many, I limit it to hardcover books. And this is also archived on my YouTube channel, War Scholar 1945. So, these are the military history books. This one, again, this is from February 7th or earlier days, if there aren't enough for today. Story of the Great War. I picked the one that I'm most likely to pull from the shelf and flip through and take home that day. Civil War stories in the literary marketplace, so Civil War in literature. Touch of an Angel, and How to Build an Aircraft Carrier. So let's see what we have. So this one published by Michael Joseph, 400 pages. So this talks about the HMS Queen Elizabeth. So the story of how they built that. So that's interesting. Jewish lives in Poland. Story of a child's survival of the Holocaust. Okay. So this is a Holocaust story. Indiana University Press, 414 pages. So I'm familiar with these stories, but I've not read something on aircraft carriers. So, I wonder if it's a Penguin book. Anyway, so I'll pick this over that one. Civil War Stories in the Literary Marketplace, University of Georgia Press, 256 pages. So this is about, there's no information on what it's about. Print culture in the South, something. So not enough info, so sorry. Aircraft carrier still wins out. Story of the Great War. Written at 542 pages. The War to End All Wars. Series of 8 volumes, year by year analysis of the war. Wow, that's interesting. Let me look inside. Year by year analysis. How do they do this? There we go. Puerto Rico. Naval lessons. So these just seem to be a collection of papers, maybe? It's hard to tell. It's a strange collection of essays. I'm not sure what's going on here, so dropping it. Russian foreign policy from Eltsin to Putin. They mean Yeltsin. Maybe that's how you. Rutledge, 288 pages. Soviet politics. Maybe this belongs more in the international relations, non-military history category. Anyway, so there you have it. How to Build an Aircraft Carrier by Chris Terrell wins today's. Most interesting book to me, but this one was actually published February 1st because there weren't enough for today. Anyway, okay, now we will go to general history. So we'll see what we have for today. February 7th, Baby in the Bag. First-hand accounts of refugees from modern-day Turkey. Title of the book, let me go through each one. Contested Antiquity, Two Truths and a Lie. Exploring the Land of Lincoln, The Central Guide to Illinois Historic Sites, and Perspectives on the History of Ancient Near Eastern Studies. So, 18 essays on the history of ancient Near Eastern studies. So it's the history of the studies. Eisenbrauns, which is a academic press. So, quite digging this. Land of Lincoln. 240 pages, so this is interesting little reference book. And this is some violent history, criminal history falls under my history category. It kind of clumps a whole bunch of stuff together. This is from Random House, 368 pages. It's about a young reporter covering the execution of Tefero, a man convicted of murdering 2 police officers. And he might have been innocent. She looks into the truth of what happened. A long and difficult reckoning. Cartels involved, nightclubs, speedboats, so it's basically Miami Vice kind of situation. So that beats this out. That's more interesting. Archaeological heritage and social conflict in modern Greece and Cyprus. So Greece and Cyprus archaeology represent some of the highest values of Western civilization, but it becomes a stage for clashes over identity and memory. Indiana University 344. This is interesting. It's a collection of essays. However, I'm still more drawn towards this Miami Vice kind of history by Ellen McGarren. Finally, The Baby in the Bag. 4 riveting first-hand accounts. Blue Dome Press. It's a short book, so probably interesting, but again, with so many books published, I'm going with 2 Truths and a Lie. A murderer, a private investigator, and her search for justice. So there you have it for my history and military history. And again, I archive this my YouTube channel, War Scholar 1945, and you can also find the links to these 2 books. I post them on Twitter under War Scholar and Facebook under War Scholar as well. So in a few minutes, I will be doing fiction books and nonfiction studies. So if you want to stand by, I'll start that up in a moment. Thank you for watching and listening.